Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, May 17th, 2023. Let's find out what's going on the Forex calendar today. GDP data from Japan for the first quarter had been published overnight, and it beats the expectations of 0.1% with the actual reading of 0.4%. This reading is better than the previous reading of 0%. So it looks like the GDP in Japan spikes to the upside. We are still waiting for the CPI data from the Eurozone, and those data release is scheduled at 11 a.m. The market participants expect a slight increase from 6.9% to 7%. Very important data release, so please stay focused during this time of the day. Bank of England Governor Bailey will give a speech 10 to noon today, and during the New York session we have building permits and crude oil inventories data scheduled for release at 2:30 and 4:30 respectively. So important data during the New York session will be released as well. So please notice the fact that there is plenty of other data releases during the day. However, I'm always choosing the one that are the most important when the volatility during this data release is very likely to happen. So I just want to give you a head up, ahead of this data release. So because of the Japanese data, the GDP release, let's take a look how the US dollar to the Japanese yen pair is doing. Let's start the technical part with the chart of the Japanese yen. For our chart of the US dollar to the Japanese yen, looks very promising for the bulls. If we zoom in, we can clearly see that the market is trading above the moving averages. I got 50 and 100 periods moving averages. It passed the 61% of the Fibonacci retracement, right, during this movement to the upside. So now the next target is 137.78. The swing high from the May 2nd, 2023, it looks like we are getting the momentum is strong. Still not quite extremely up about. Nevertheless, there is still a room to the upside. There is still the room to the upside for the momentum. We might see a very nice movement to the upside soon. Intraday technical support located around the level 136.25. The other technical the support is located around the level of 135.48, and of course the main technical support is the swing low of the May 4th, located at 133.51. So that's the technical support for the US dollar to the Japanese yen. So up we go on the US dollar to Japanese yen. It looks like the better than expected data triggered the breakout to the upside, and now we are heading towards the swing high. So that's the US dollar to the Japanese yen. There are data from the Great Britain, United Kingdom. Let's take a look at the British pound versus the Japanese yen as well. So let's say that this is the 4-hour chart, right? Let me just move it. There you go. What do we see here is still a very limited up movement, really, because we got this technical resistance. It's clear that bulls are not coping with this technical resistance. That's clear as sun, because the market was rejected 1, 2, 3 times, and it looks like, oh, do we count this one? Okay, 3 times, maybe 4 if someone wants to count the last attempt. Nevertheless, the momentum is still positive. The momentum is still, let's say, strong, because it's 60 points, not too bad at all, and the bulls are still trying to move higher. They are trying to break above this technical resistance. Partial success was done because they broke above the short-term trend line. Let me just make it orange as usual, so there is no confusion. There you go. So there was a breakout, but they are not quite sure. Should we go higher? Should we stay here? What are we doing? Maybe we test the line. Okay, fine. But as long as this technical resistance is not clearly violated, we cannot say that the market will move higher. So that's the situation on the Japanese yen and British pound and the Japanese yen. As you can see, technical support is 168.06. So this is the support for the pair on the 4-hour chart. One more is the swing low at 167.82 as well. This one might count. Market trading is trading above the 50 and 100 periods moving average during the positive momentum. So the outlook remains bullish as long as we are trading just above the short-term trend line, or after the attempt to break higher above 100 and let's say 71.14 is successful. Let's now take a look at the euro to the Japanese yen. So we are talking about the Japanese yen today a lot. What's the situation here? Well, quite similar, as you can see, to the British pound to Japanese yen. This movement to the downside is clearly corrective because it's in 3 waves. Okay, so we got the potential ABC movement to the downside done. Let me just mark the technical support. There you go, 146.08. Right, that's very nice. We have of course the swing high, right, 151.56. So that's the target. Nevertheless, as we can see here, the market is trading just around the 50 or 100 periods moving average. Okay, so there is no strict breakout to the upside or to the downside made just yet. This is the next target for bulls if they want to success with this breakout, 149.21, just above the old moving average. Piercing pattern at the bottom, then quite nice movement. I think this market moves above the short-term trend line as well. Of course it is. There you go, you got the short-term trend line here. I will make it orange as usual, so there you go. Okay, and as long as we trade above this short-term trend line, from the technical point of view, we still got the chance to test at least this technical resistance, and then of course another levels like a swing high or maybe some other level between like 150. Please notice that last thing. Please notice that this movement here, from that low to that high, this corrective movement, yeah, is 1.45%. Okay, fine. Let me just copy this. And this movement here is already, I think it's already bigger than 1.55%. There you go. It's 1.62. Well, if we take into the consideration the time, this is shorter, this is longer. If we take into the consideration price only, this one is bigger than this one. So maybe some kind of an overbalance is right now building up. The last quotation is around here, so that's 166 to 145. Overbalance might be ready, which means that this movement to the upside is not a part of this movement to the downside. Okay, so another clue related to the potential up move on the euro to the Japanese yen. Moreover, we got the positive and strong momentum, 63 points. So we should expect the market to test this level and maybe even break it, and then break it higher towards another technical resistance or towards another target. So that's my outlook for the yen related pairs for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.